Even if the Samsung Galaxy S has always been known for its cameras, well, it seems that's sort of changing as, yes, new details tell us what to expect for the Galaxy S23 cameras, and let's just say we're both impressed and not completely happy with the report. If you're thinking of pulling the trigger on an M2 MacBook, hold it, as there's a lot of extreme on the pipeline, and we have new rumors on what we can expect for the next generation AirPods Pro. I'm Jaime Rivera, and happy Tuesday, everyone, even if you could all just step outside and cook an egg on the sidewalk in the current temperatures. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with nothing and some sort of disappointing updates that we got last week of the Phone 1, but not all as bad. I say sort of because it really depends on how much you value specifications. Yes, Carl and OnePlus made a reputation for flagship killers, but this is not necessarily that. First off, we have a new Geekbench listing showing that we can expect it to arrive with a Snapdragon 778G Plus paired with 8 gigs of RAM. This contradicts previous rumors claiming that it'll bring a Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, but we'll see. The listing also revealed that the phone is running Android 12, which of course will bring Nothing OS on top. It also is speculated to bring 45-watt charging, but you know they'll have to bring that whole protect the environment thing, so it seems that will be an invite-only system. That said, in its defense, earlier today we got some price tags for it, and it looks like the entry-level variant will start a little below $400, while the most expensive one actually doesn't go beyond $450. And I know, I say US dollars, but to conclude, if you're in the United States, don't get excited. Apparently, it'll only be available in Europe or India, and you have to join a waiting list, apparently. It's so crazy, but let's see what we get, because this kind of kills the hype if it's not available in the US. Let's switch to Apple and AirPods Pro 2, because it seems the company plans to compensate the tremendous wait with a pretty good product that brings a lot of new features. Apparently, they'll bring a new system in a package for this H1 chip, which supports adaptive ANC, better performance, improved power consumption thanks to higher integration and better manufacturing technology. We'll also get new improvements to Find My along with heart rate monitoring, and it seems to be so good that it could even help monitor your temperature, though take that with a grain of salt. We also have new render showcasing a very similar design to the previous generation, which also resembles AirPods 3. Now, in very EU manner, the case also comes with USB-C instead of Lightning, which is optimized for fast charging, because you know Apple will never admit the reason for the change. And last but not least, it seems they could also bring a new hearing aid function that will work with the new case, which has a microphone and can transmit what it hears to the earphone for sound enhancement. I mean, I just hope the price tag remains the same, because this sounds pretty hot. But sit tight, let's continue with Apple, as it seems that they're planning to launch a lot of devices with different variations of the M2 in the next few months. They're very hot. First, let's talk about the Mac Mini, because we have a new report coming from Mark Gurman where he states that later this year we'll get two new models, one with the M2 and the second will arrive with the M2 Pro. Gurman also talked about how Cupertino will launch an updated MacBook Pro with M2 Pro and M2 Max chips that, in my opinion, makes it even more absurd for you to consider that 13-inch M2 MacBook Pro with a 5-year-old, if not 7-year-old design. Now, something tells me a 2023 launch will make more sense based on the 2020 M1 launch and then 2021 for the Pro variants, but hey, Mark is the expert here. Last but not least, the report also mentions that we will get two new Mac Pros, one with the M2 Ultra and the other with the M2 Extreme. Yes, Extreme, guys, and all in the same cycle. And to conclude, there's no report about an M2 iMac. Instead, Gurman talked about a new model with an M3 chip, so it seems like this product could skip the current generation for reasons I don't really understand, other than the M1 is probably enough for this product. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Samsung and what we can expect for the Galaxy S23 models, particularly in the reason they've really become popular, which is the camera. I think the change in approach to the telephoto was pretty controversial this year, as the company valued optics more than megapixels, but it seems the other controversies of the past are making a comeback. New rumors hint that Xiaomi won't bring any major changes to this department with its next flagship lineup. It seems the company will stick to the same 50 megapixel main sensor for the regular S23 models, which was doing a good job, but which doesn't really take advantage of the best the company's chips business has already made available. And anyways, the Ultra is a different story, as we have conflicting rumors on that front. According to Sam Mobile, there's a chance that the S23 Ultra could arrive with a 200 megapixel main sensor, meaning that we would most likely see the ISOCELL HP1 making its debut on a phone. The conflict is because then GIS China claims that this new technology won't make it to the S23 models, not even on the Ultra. They also mentioned that Samsung will keep the punch hole design for the entire Galaxy S series, which kind of makes sense as no one really liked the under-display module we got on the Z Fold 3. Apparently it's because they don't want to add it on the S series until they consider it ready, and I think that's going to take a while. But in today's question, let us know, if you could change anything about the Galaxy S, whether the lineup or the cameras, what would you change? Because in my case, I wish we had a smaller Ultra variant for those of us that want those cameras, but not on that footprint. But then that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media, so our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me complain about the heat now, because the cold's over. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.